So good morning, every one of you. Online students, good morning and good evening to other country students. So my voice should be clearly audible to all of you. If not audible, you have to reconnect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it should be clearly audible. Others able to hear me. Okay. Let's proceed now. Last class, what are we discussing about? Last class we were discussing about creating new application. In that framework application we created and implementation application we created. These two we created yesterday in the last class. See, the task which we have done in the yesterday class, in real time, you will never do that task, because by the time you join the project, that would have been already done by your architects, solution architects. High level employees will be there, right? 10 years, 12 years experience. Okay, those are the people who involve in doing those tasks. That is the very beginning of your project.
No,
Right?
I'm not able to hear. I don't know what's wrong.
Please mute. If you are talking to others, you have to be on mute. Okay. So if my voice is not audible, you have to reconnect. Please reconnect. Others able to hear me. Okay, so this is what, like, we have done a task of creating new application, which is framework application and implementation application. See, our framework application has been created on top of Pega platform application. Our framework application has been created on top of Pega platform. So we got 3 layers of applications now. We got how many layers of applications? 3 layers. One is Pega platform. Second one is AXA framework. AXA implementation. Okay, these are the 3 layers which we have got. Okay, Pega platform, AXA framework, and AXA implementation. These 3 layers we got. I mean, like, you can write it in a reverse way. That would be better actually. AXA implementation, under that AXA, FW, and Pega platform. If you log into AXA implementation, you will be able to access the functional features of AXA implementation plus AXA framework plus Pega platform. You will access 3 applications by login to single. That is implementation. Suppose if you log into AXA framework, then you will be able to access AXA framework and Pega platform. AXA framework doesn't have any visibility to implementation. It cannot see is implementation. Reverse is not possible actually. Okay. So let's log into AXA implementation once and see the servers has started. Okay. So let me log into AXA implementation application. So the ID I have created is devimpl@axa.com. devimpl@axa.com. Password rules. I have given rules. Your wish, whatever you wanted to give. Okay. So let's go now. See, the part of the task which we have done yesterday, like creating framework application, and next part is creating implementation application. While creating, we have clicked on build from scratch, and second time we clicked on AXA framework. Okay, clicking on that means you are telling the process commander, Pega rules process commander, create my application on top of the application where I clicked. That is your forward engineering. Where is this relation? Means application to application. Where is the relation between these applications has been made? Let me draw one diagram and tell you. Okay, it will be more clear. Okay, let me draw one diagram. Here you go. See what we have created. I am trying to draw here. Let's say this is Pega platform already there when you purchase and install Pega. And on top of it, what did I create? AXA framework. On top of this, what is the next one created? AXA implementation. Let me draw the same here. This is Pega platform, which is enterprise framework. Enterprise framework. This is enterprise framework application. Okay. And what about this one? AXA Insurance Group. This is AXA related business, AXA business related framework. This is common. This can be used by AXA. This can be used by another bank or another oil and gas company. Anyone can use Pega platform, but we have used for AXA. So that is business framework. On top of it, we created AXA Auto Insurance. AXA Auto Insurance. What about this one? This is AXA Auto Insurance Implementation. Auto Insurance Implementation. This is what we created. Now, here you go. See, AXA Auto Insurance Implementation is created on top of which application? AXA framework, no? Now look at here, I'll tell you one terminals. What is this called as? Okay, I'm going to explain now. This is called as, this application AXA Auto Insurance is built on top of which application? AXA framework. AXA Auto Insurance Implementation is built on AXA business framework, correct? I mean like AXA Insurance Group. This is said to be built on application. What is it said to be? Built on application. This is the built on application for what? For AXA IMPL. This is built on application for what? AXA IMPL. Understand everyone? AXA IMPL is built on top of AXA Insurance Group. So AXA Insurance Group is referred as built on application. Built on application for what? AXA IMPL. Then what about this one, you tell me? What about this one? This is the built on application. This is the built on application for AXA framework. AXA framework. Online students, are you getting?
And as
Understand?
well as YAXA
You are,
implementation also, right?
come again?
This is PEGA platform is
Yes.
built on application for
Correct,
YAXA framework as well as implementation.
correct. Actually, this is a built-on application for AXA framework. Of course, it is built-on application for AXA implementation also. Anyway, it is there in the structure at the bottom. Okay. So immediately this is built on AXA framework. Immediately this is built on Pega platform. So these two are built-on applications for what? This one, above one. Okay. So let me give it in the document. Okay, 1 minute. Save this first. చెప్పండి.
Said before, organization division and unit level. I guess Pega platform enterprise framework is an organizational division.
Organization will come later. Okay, just for your understanding, I told organization structure is different. This is different. I will tell you. Don't compare organization with. So here you have two different diagrams. I will tell you. You will understand later. But as of now, if you compare, you can understand like that one. No problem. But organizations are different entities here. Applications are the layers where functional components will be available. Just hold on. Okay, so here you go. Understanding what? Understanding built on application concept. What is that? Built on application concept. You understand what is meant by built on application? So I have drawn the diagram, right? I'm giving here. You will be able to easily understand when you go through this. Clear, everyone? But where is this relationship defined? So as you have created, all these applications. You know what is built on what other application. In real time, by the time you joined a project, already this is created. Someone has created and it is already available. You joined maybe after some time. Now you logged into implementation application. Where did you log in? You log into implementation application. After you log into implementation application, you want to find out what is the built-on application of implementation application. That's what you want to find out. Now this is called as reverse engineering. This is called as reverse engineering. So the most important thing in a developer's life is reverse engineering. Forward engineering anyone can do. That's not a big deal. Okay, anyone can create from the scratch. Somebody has already created it. You have to enhance it. That is a challenging task. Okay, if I am giving you one brand new requirement where you want to implement, you have to implement it from the scratch. That is easy. Okay, somebody has already implemented it. You are being asked to enhance the requirement. Some additional feature you have to add fitting into the existing one. That's where you face the challenge. So always you have to learn forward engineering as well as reverse engineering. Now, if you join the project and you are being given with credentials to log into implementation application, you logged in. And now I am asking you, can you please find out the application structure? Okay. Not only simply finding out where exactly these relations are being made. This application is built on another application, right? See, after you log in, yesterday I have shown you, you click on 3 applications, you will see this application is built on AXA Insurance Group, which is built on Pega platform. Okay. But where is the relationship defined between these two? These 3, where is that relation defined? Exactly, where is the connection point among these 3? That's what I am asking you. Then you need to find out that. Okay, I will show you that now. Okay, so now look at here. So let's find out the relation between, okay, the built on application relation, the built on application. Let's find out the current application and built on application relation. Okay, so where is it being defined? See, for the current application means I logged into implementation application. No, so I will write down here, log into IMPL app, log into IMPL app. You logged in and you go to, after you log in, where you go? Dev Studio. Yesterday I have shown you, Dev Studio. So after you go to Dev Studio, this is what you see. Okay, this is okay. You go here or not, that's a different thing. See, I want to know the details of you. When I ask you your details, what you'll say? You will say your name, okay, your age, your gender, and your hometown, and your father name, your mother name. All the details you will be telling. Asking your details, I'll be able to know what is your father name and what is your mother name. Yes or no? So now, if I look at the details of current application, currently I logged into AXA Auto Insurance. No, if I look at the details of current application, I'll be able to know about what is the built-on application for it. Okay, how do I find the details of an application or any rule in Pega? That is by going through definition. By going through what? See, in Pega, if you want to know the details of any rule, go to its definition. Define yourself. If I ask you, you will say about you as well as your family, right? So I'll come to know about your family details also when I ask you about your details. If I ask the details of this application, it will tell about what is the built-on application also. Apart from its name, its ID, its version, and its other things, it will also talk about what is the built-on application for it. So I will show you now. Now to see that, click on application menu. Click on application menu. Choose what? Definition. Definition means details. Definition means what? It's details. Currently, I logged into AXA Auto Insurance, so the details of AXA Auto Insurance will be coming. Look at here. See here. These are the details. In the details, you can find out what is its display name. What is the display name? AXA Auto Insurance. What is its ID? AXA Auto I. That's an actual name. Version numbers you will learn later. Rule sets also you will be learning later. Okay. Now you will understand here. Look at here. This parameter is important. What is this parameter? Built-on applications. There can be more than one built-on application. Generally, that is possible, but 99% you will see only one built-on application for everything. For AXA Auto Insurance, built-on application is AXA INSUR. What is that? So for AXA Auto Insurance, The built-on application. Built-on application is
Means this is framework application, sir.
yes, which is FW app. Our business FW app. You remember our business FW app is AXA Insurance Group. AXA Insurance Group. AXA Insurance Group. So which has been in shortcut, it has taken as AXA Insure by the system application ID that I have shown. See, if I want to open the definition of AXA framework application, where should I go? How can I open that? Anyone tell me? Now I have shown you how to go to the details of definition of AXA framework. Same way, I want to know that, sorry, AXA implementation. AXA implementation application definition, how to open, I have shown you. You found the built-on application. Now, I want to find out the
In
built-on
the
application.
definition of AXA insurance systems
Correct. In the definition of AXA insurance framework application, you will find out. How do you open the
framework,
definition of AXA insurance framework? Log into AXA.
beside there is
Uh,
one
by clicking on the edit icon,
Yes.
symbol
Hold on.
like
by clicking on the
gear
gear
button.
icon.
Whatever you are saying is correct. Just hold on. What you need to do is generally log into AXA framework application. You logged in. After you log in, click on application menu, choose definition. Then you will open the definition of framework. Correct. But in order to open the framework application definition, you don't have to log in there. I'll show you how to open from here. See, this is AXA framework application. No, beside version number, there is one edit icon. If you want to open the definition of this application, you can click on edit icon here, open icon here. Understand? If you click here, it will open the details of AXA framework also. By logging to implementation itself, you will be able to find out framework application definition also. You can open framework up. You don't have to log into framework, because by login to implementation, I can open framework rules also now, generally. So like that, you can open from here. I will give you the same details here. Now, to open AXA, otherwise you can log in and open. That is also another process. To open AXA FW application definition, we can click on open icon. What is that? Open icon beside the FW app name. Where it is? Here it is. Open icon is there, no? Here it is highlighted, no? So open icon. This is what? Beside FW app name, open icon. So click on this open icon. Click on the open icon. Then it opens the details of FW app. There you can find out built-on application. What is built-on application for FW app? No, ఇక్కడ చూసి చెప్పండి. See here and tell me. The built-on application for FW app
Cosmos
team
something.
is showing.
Pega platform. Cosmos.
Yeah, Team Cosmos.
Team Cosmos. I'll tell you. You remember at the time of creating application, we have chosen something like Team Cosmos.
Yes.
Let me go to Team Cosmos definition. If I go to Team Cosmos definition, what is coming? PEGA rules. Let me go to PEGA rules. If I go to PEGA rules, what is built-on application? No built-on application. That is the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove this Team Cosmos. Are we going to get the same structure as we discussed or not? Here also it is showing these three only. Team Cosmos is not being shown. No? Team Cosmos is a different appearance of UI that is being added from recent versions of Pega. So that comes in between, but you can ignore it. You can ignore it. Okay. So Team Cosmos will have some additional UI OOTB UI features. There is nothing to discuss about. There is nothing as of now. Nothing to bother about it. Okay, for now. Open Team Cosmos. Open Team Cosmos details. How do I open Team Cosmos details? Anyone tell me? What are you going to do? Click on open. Click on open icon. What is there now? So Pega rules is the foundation application. The foundation application. Open Pega rules app. How do I open? By clicking on this. No built-on application. No built-on application. Why do you have to see all these things? This is where exactly the details have been defined. See, now coming back here. For implementation application, this is framework application. No, this is been said. See, actually this is editable. Editable means what? You can change it. I'm not changing it. I'm not going to ask you to change, or I am also not going to change. I just wanted to show you that this can be edited if required. Now, if I remove this, if I click the down arrow on my keyboard, I will see all available framework applications in my Pega platform. All available applications. You can choose one of the application as framework. You want to change it, you can change it. Option is there, but I am not changing. See, I just wanted to let you know about the exact place where the application is related to another application, connection point. Okay, this is the connection point, like this. Throughout our journey of learning Pega, okay, till the last day, the most important part is understanding this connectivity place. So component 1 connected to component 2, no, that connection should be defined somewhere, no, that you should know. That you will come to know only when you learn forward engineering and when you do reverse engineering. Okay, backward reverse engineering. When you do learn forward engineering and do what? Reverse engineering, then only you will come to know. Understand clear, everyone? So it is not only simply you always learn to work on forward engineering, you have to go with reverse engineering. So what is the knowledge you are going to gain by learning this? How it is going to help you in regular day-to-day development? I will explain you with a simple example. Fully focus here, every one of you. Okay. Imagine this is what we created already. Yes, right? This is what we created. Leave about theme Cosmos, you leave about it. Okay. Imagine this is there. There is one application available in Pega. Okay. This application is available on Pega platform. Obviously, any application you create, you would be creating on top of what? Pega platform will be there for sure. There is no doubt about it. And you created application by name application A. Already this is available in the system. This is also already available in the same system. Imagine. Now business is giving you one requirement saying that bring your application A. Application A. Imagine, just don't ask me any further questions. Just if you want to do this, how you do. Okay, don't go for so many cross questions. Think about the possibilities. Bring this application here. This is what you wanted to do. These are already created in the system and already available. This is already available. Application A, you bring on top of AXA Auto Insurance. Now, what are the changes you are going to make to make it possible?
Change built-on application for application A.
Change built-on application for what? You
Application
log
A.
into application
Application
A. Log in
auto
where?
insurance.
Log into application A. Look at its details. Open that definition. Usually it will show Pega platform. Okay, imagine it will show Pega platform. Remove Pega platform there. Click the down arrow. Choose what?
Okay.
This one you
Auto
choose and say
insurance.
for the business requirement given. This type of requirement, if you want to implement, how do you implement without knowing this connection point? How do you implement? This may or may not come in real time. But imagine if you get this type of requirement, how do you implement? In order to implement that, what do you need to do? You need to know about what we have discussed today. So you know about how to create framework application, you know about how to create implementation application, forward engineering, you know. Anytime if I give you a requirement to create a number of applications, you will create. But if you are being given with this type of requirement, how do you implement it without knowing that relation point? You will not be able to do it, right? This is the reason why we always have to learn about the connectivity points of the rules. Okay, rule 1, Rule means anything in Pega is a rule. Rule 1, functional component 1 connected to component 2, connected to 3, which is connected to 4. What is this chain? This you should know as a developer. Understand clear, everyone? Online students, are you clear? Everyone of you clear? Why did we discuss
Yes.
all this? Okay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
my screen sharing should be visible, okay, to everyone. If not, you have to reconnect. All others can see that, no? If the issue is happening for everyone, then that will be problem from my end. If issue is only for you, that will be problem from your end. Understand? Okay. So look at here now. Okay. So let's go ahead now and look at understanding about further details in the application related stuff.
Sir, one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, in the last example, the application A is also implementation application. So one implementation
That's what
application
I told
we
you.
can use.
You don't have to bother about what type of application. First, to tell me the solution. That's it. You'll think about all these things later. Okay. You understand this concept or not? Don't
Can
think
you
about too much
please
about types
ask
of
the
application.
question again, sir? I could not.
What question? I did not ask any
This
question.
this thing, sir. Pega
This
platform
question.
and application.
This is
Yeah.
very simple. You need to fully focus here. Okay. I already told 2 times. On top of Pega platform, application A is created. And this structure is available. Both are already available in the system. Requirement you got. What is the requirement? Bring application A on top of AXA auto insurance. This is what requirement just you got. Don't think about types of applications. How do you solve this? That's what I'm asking. So to solve this, what you need to do? Log into application A. For this one, you would be seeing the Pega platform as built-on application. Remove it. Choose AXA auto insurance in place of Pega platform. Save it. That's it. Okay. Just the idea is important here. Whether you understand the concept, you understand the importance of knowing about the built-on application relation place or not. That you know, that is pretty much it.
Then if we give AXA auto insurance, if we want to take any over to be proper rules from Pega platform, can
You
we
can take.
get it, sir?
You can take. You can take no. So then structure will become like this. Then structure, how it will become?
Okay.
Final structure will become like this. Application. So it will have Pega platform. This will be the final output result you will be getting when you make the changes. Understand?
Yeah.
So one question. So can the built-on application implementation can have the built-on application?
That is not the way to do. That's what I think I told you. Focus on the concept, not on this one. Suppose this is also one more framework. Imagine like that and then think about it. This is also another framework. Okay. So cannot have implementation cannot be a
Built-on
built on.
application.
That's
Okay,
not the way
got
to
it.
do. Look at here now. See, we discussed
We took
about the concept
implementation
of
as built-on application, right, sir? For application A.
for application A.
We took as built-on application, right, for implementation
Correct, correct.
application.
Yes, correct. We modified built on application. Okay.
Okay.
See, application is like it contains functionalities, right? Application contains functionalities. We are done with creating the roof. Okay, that roof is created. We need to think about inside functionalities. Inside further, you are going to create what? Functional components. But before we proceed to know about all that, so we need to discuss more about these concepts. What are the concepts? Object oriented programming concepts. See, Pega doesn't require any coding, right? Why do you need to know about concepts? Okay, programming concepts. I'll tell you. So entire Pega rules process commander engine is been developed by using Java. Java is built based on object-oriented programming system. Object-oriented programming system. So whenever we are going to use Pega rules process commander environment to create our application functionalities and all, we need to keep in mind about reusability concept, easy to extend, this and all we need to keep in mind. To achieve all these things, it is these all can be achieved when you use object oriented programming concepts. So your development, the way how you develop to create the business functionalities, it will proceed by utilizing the object oriented programming system concepts. Okay, that concepts we need to understand. Whatever the concepts we discuss, practically we apply all these things while we are working on business requirements. Understand clear? Okay, what are the object oriented programming system concepts? Object oriented programming, oops, system concepts. What concepts are there? First one, class, that is encapsulation. What is that? Encapsulation. We need to learn about, we need to learn to understand this concept. Without understanding this concept, even if you are a Pega developer, there is no meaning. Okay, next, class is part of Java, but I am just writing here. Okay, class. Inheritance, I will tell you. What is that? Inheritance, I will tell you. Class, I will tell you. After class, types of classes, I will tell you. Types of classes. And then there is another concept called polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism concept you need to know about. But this one we will discuss later, not now. Okay, after we work on some days practicals, we will get to know about that topic also. So as of now, what are the topics that we need to discuss in OOPS? Encapsulation. Actually, class I will write here also. Okay, inheritance concept. Generally, you need to learn. After you learn it, universal object-oriented programming way, then you need to discuss about class and types of classes universally. Then next one, inheritance concept in Pega. Inheritance concept in means Pega inheritance, types of inheritance in Pega. See, all these things when you understand, then you start your practicals. If you are creating some functional components inside your application, means you have to utilize these concepts. Without knowing these concepts, you cannot proceed further in any development process. Even though you don't know, you can develop, but you will not be a good developer. You are just going to be a developer without knowing the foundation or fundamentals. Understand clear, everyone? So I will tell you now about encapsulation concept. What is the topic now? Encapsulation. So first of all, you tell me what is meant by encapsulate. Encapsulate means general. What is the meaning of capsule? What is a capsule? You know, right?
Putting two things together in a single
You
thing.
have capsule, right? What is capsule means? Capsule is a kind of tablet.
Covering something. Yes, sir. Covered the tablet. Inside there will be some.
There is background noise coming from your end. Okay, can you please mute once? Okay. So if there is background noise, that will disturb others. Okay, you have once when you say it, immediately you have to mute. Cover something. A capsule is something which is like a tablet you see, right? So if you open it, what will be there inside? What will be there inside? Some
Medicine.
chemical
Tablet
compositions will
powder
be
will be there.
inside capsule. Some chemical components will be there. These components are actually going to perform the required functioning. But capsule is a cover. You cannot take directly that powder and take it. No, that is not possible, right? You need definitely need that cover. Suppose you take a laptop. So this laptop is a cover. Cover for what? Cover for processor, RAM, hard disk. Why do you need this cover? You can go ahead
There.
without cover. No, possible it will be good. It will not be good. Suppose let's take our human body. Our human body is cover of so many organs. No?
Skin.
So there is no cover means there is no meaning actually. It's not only this thing. You take anything in this world, cover will be there. Inside cover only, all the components will be available. Okay, you take a TV, laptop, your phone, fridge, okay, your book, papers, individual papers you don't take. You cover it, okay, completely, and then you call it as a book. Okay, your pen. Okay, so many components together has been made as a pen. So overall, you call it by the name of cover only. You don't talk about individual components, but components must be there inside that package. Yes or no? So that is how this world exists from our human body system itself. Okay, that's how technology is also been defined. You are trying to create some functional components, correct? You need to add that functional components, place them inside some cover. This process is called encapsulating. What is this called as? Encapsulation. Encapsulation means grouping of. Grouping of. I will tell you technically what is the meaning of all this. Attributes plus functional components. Grouping of attributes plus functional components into a single unit. Into a single unit. Into a single unit. That unit you call it as encapsulated structure. Single unit. See, if you are working on any programming language which is object oriented, encapsulation concept must be implemented. That means you are creating any functional component that must be placed inside one encapsulated unit. Inside one encapsulated. You cannot keep it outside just like that. Okay, it must be placed inside one encapsulated unit. Understand clear, everyone? Okay. So look at here now. So functional component means anything. Suppose we are okay, laptop you take. What are the functional components in laptop? Hard disk, processor, RAM. These are all functional components. Coming to attribute. Attribute means which holds a value. Attribute means which holds, I'll write down here, holds a value. You tell me the example of an attribute when you take your laptop. What are 5 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM? What is that 8 GB? 8 GB is attribute. Attribute, based on attribute, your functional performance will change. And 1 TB hard disk you are saying, right? Hard disk is functional component, it has an attribute. 1 TB. Okay, and your device screen size, laptop color. Okay, all these are what? Attributes. What are the attributes that you hold? You have functional components: eyes, ears, nose, okay, kidneys, heart, lungs. These are all functional components. Then what about attributes? Your name, okay, and then your height, your age. All these are what? Weight. All these are what? Attributes. Attributes defines the values, and functional components will have some functioning. These functional components will be controlled by attributes only. Okay, so you have only 8% out of 20. Actually it should be 25 should be the value. You got only 22% of that hemoglobin, let's say, for example. It is going to affect or not entire system. Okay, that's the point. Attributes are going to help you control the system, and system is functional components. Functional components will be controlled by attributes. The speed of a car controlled by the gear you take. See, you take a car is a functional unit. Okay, sorry, car is an encapsulated unit. What are the functional components? Okay, engine, steering, wheels. These are all functional components. All these will be controlled. Like you take the gear number 5, speed will be more. It's controlling something, right? So like this, attributes will be there and functional components will be there. All these into one single unit is called as encapsulation. That's a general definition, universal definition. Means if you are going to develop any software functional components, that component should be placed into encapsulated unit. That's what object oriented programming system said. See, you have programming languages: Java, CPP, Python, and let's say C#, VB. All these are object oriented programming languages. Why? Because in that programming languages, encapsulation concept is being used. Encapsulation concept is being used in that programming languages. Understand? Everyone clear? Online students, are you clear with this point? Fundamentals and basics are important. Okay, now you see here. You might be knowing about all these things in the past, but still you have to go through it. Look at here now. In the programming languages, what do you call it? In object-oriented programming system, you're calling it as encapsulation, no? But in the programming language, what do you call it? You call it as a class. That means class is what? Grouping of attributes and functional components into a single unit. into a single unit. See, encapsulation, class, both are same, no? Then what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is a concept. Class is been implementation of encapsulation. Encapsulation concept is being implemented in the name of class. When I implement it in my programming language, I have named it as CLASS, class. Class contains attributes plus functionality. That means what is the example of class? Laptop. Laptop is example of class. Human body is example of class. This is TV is example of class. AC is example of class. Light is example of class. Projector is example of class. Everything that you see in this world is example of class, which will have attributes and functional components. See now, this class is executable. What is the meaning of this statement? Anyone tell me? Executable means what? Car is executable. Car, you know, car device. Executable means what? It
Can
has
we
some
change
movement and behavior. No, execute
movement?
means it has some movement and behavior. You start the ignite it, start the engine. Execution began. Okay, then take the first gear. Driving start. That's the purpose actually. Laptop is executable unit or not? It is also executable unit. You are going to start the machine and then you do something. See, executable, which will accept some specific inputs, one or more inputs, and generates an output. Makes sense, everyone? Clear? So what is the input my laptop will take and what is the output my laptop will generate? Tell me. If I give a video file, okay, there is a video file. I click on play. Play is the input I am giving to the laptop. What is happening now? It's been opening in a
Video playing.
player. That's the output I am expecting. That's the output it has given. Okay. So we take the input. We are taking. We are going to have some food. That is input. What is the output? Energy. Energy will be the output. You are having. You are consuming something. Converted into an output of energy. Okay. For every system, it will take some input and it will generate some output. Understand clear, everyone? So class is grouping of attributes and functional components. Definitely it must have a behavior. If it doesn't have a behavior, why do you have to bother about it? You're not going to make use of it, right? You created a car, immovable car. Any use? Any use? No use, right? So definitely you are creating something means definitely that should have some purpose. So you are going to create all your functional components, place them inside one unit. That is called as class. That's what we are going to practically see. That means if you want to place your functional components, what is needed? Class is needed. What is needed? Functional components are there inside class. Functional components are there inside class. Let's go back to day one. What did we discuss about application? Tell me. What did we discuss about application? Application contains functional components. That's what we discussed. Now we are saying that class contains functional components. Functional. Which statement is true? Actually, both are true. How I will tell you. Look at here now. See your first today's discussion. That is, functional components are there inside class. That is okay. And now where these classes are available? Classes will be available inside application. Classes will be available inside application. We already created application. Before we create functional components, we need to set one more cover. What is that? Class. So application contains one or more classes. Classes contains one or more functional components. Understand? So now application contains classes. Classes contains functional components, which means indirectly functional components are there inside application only. That's what I told you on day one. On day one, I told you application contains functionalities because of this reason. So that time we do not know what is class. So that's why I did not mention anything about class. Today you are clear about class. Because if you are going to create any functional components here, because Pega is built based on object-oriented programming language, you must be using all those concepts here. So after you create application, next task is to create a class. Next task is to do what? Class. But actually Pega will automatically create the classes. You don't have to manually create. Later we will learn how to create manually also. Okay, no coding, nothing. Okay, look at here. So that is about class. Next we need to discuss about the concept of inheritance. Generally, all these are I am telling you without using much technical words. You will be able to understand. Yes or no? Inheritance. So first let me ask you. See, starting from now on, you try to imagine application as a whole business. Classes are departments of the business. Starting from now on, how you imagine? Application as a whole business. Classes are departments of the business. Let's take one example of the business. What is the example business? Bank. Let's take one simple example because you can easily understand. Bank, you are visiting so many times, you might have done so many transactions. What are the different departments in the bank? First one, banking department, which takes care of the account opening, account closing, okay, and deposits, banking, all this together is banking department. Loans department is there. Second, what is the first one? Just as an example, will go. One example will go. Banking. Okay, bank is application. Bank is what? Application. Individual bank is application, and individual departments are classes. Consider like that. Individual departments are classes. So if bank is application, departments are, what are the departments? Banking department, loan
Loan,
department,
insurance,
Safety lock.
loan, insurance. Otherwise, I'll remove it. How I'm writing. Loan, insurance. What else? Cards. Cards department is there, no? And verification department is there. Verification department. Enough. Pretty much fair enough. Okay. Now, see, these departments are classes. Is there any need of these departments to communicate with each other? Each department individually performs. For sure, it is going to perform its task individually. But while it performs its own business transactions, is there any need of interacting with another department and request for some processing? Will there be any such need? Yes or no? General, you
yes,
have to think this is all general knowledge. This is not technology. This is just
Yes.
general knowledge.
Yes.
yes,
Now I
for
tell you,
verification.
banking department will create one bank account. Okay, bank account it has created, deposits it is taking, and loans, loan processing will happen. Insurance account creation. Cards, you want credit card, we will give you. We will start initiating that. Verification department is something special. See, it doesn't start any transaction by its own. All these departments will start initiating one transaction by themselves. Banking department will initiate a transaction of new account creation. Okay, deposits, withdraw, all that. Loan department will initiate a transaction of loans. Like you want a new loan account, go to loan department only. They will collect the documents and they will start initiating your transaction and process it. Similarly, insurance and cards. But verification department by its own, it does not start or initiate any transaction. It doesn't initiate any transaction. But still it is going to do something or not? What does it do, you tell me? What does verification department do generally?
They take the information from
They
bank.
will go to your home address and verify whether you are staying there or not. They will
Yes,
make
sir.
a phone call to the office and ask them whether this person is working or not. They will go to income tax department and ask them, this is a candidate who is requesting for loan. He submitted some tax details. I want to know genuine or not. Please give me genuine data. They will ask. They are reputed and registered person with income tax department. They will do verification of while you are taking a bank account. Banking department may need help from verification. While you're taking loan, this department may need help from insurance, cards. Can verification be a common department all of these 4 other departments. Commonly all these need. Means the functional components which you create in one class may be required to be accessible to other classes. Understand clear? It's not that everything works independently, that's okay. But still, as per the real world business, one department may have to help the other department. So here in this example, verification department has some functional processing, something is there. But that is common. See, for banking, separate verification department, for loan, separate verification department, for insurance, separate, for card, separate. How many verification departments are there? 4. Is that the way you set up the real business? We never set up like that. We will set up only one verification department. We will ask everyone go and utilize their features. That's it. That's the way to organize the things in a better manner. Yes or no? That's what we want to achieve while you are doing the same in technology also, right? So there will be a need of accessing the functional features from one class to another class. How can we achieve this? Technology first or real world first? Which one is first? Real world only. What is happening in the real world today, the same you want to implement in your technology, right? Yes or no? Already my bank is set up. This is my bank. Okay, something new came, technology. Please replicate my bank functionalities by using the technology. Means as it is you have to do here, nothing new. So already this is how it is functioning. If you are creating all these as classes in your application which will have executable behavior, okay, then verification is the class. The functional components of verification should be accessible to all other departments. How can I achieve this? One class functionalities to be accessible to another class. That's what we want to achieve. For that reason, they brought one new concept called inheritance. Inheritance means it is a relation defined between 2 classes, between minimum two classes, where one class acts as parent class. What is that? Parent class. Whereas the other class acts as child class. Relationship defined between 2 classes, where one class acts as parent, another one acts as child class. So here child class can access the features of parent class, but not vice versa. Not is not possible. Vice versa means what? Child cannot, sorry, parent cannot access child class.
Yeah, access.
It access of parent, but reverse is not possible. It sounds similar to application concept. Application concept is also similar. So this is what this inheritance concept is there in the object-oriented programming system. Your technology also should implement that concept. In Java, how they will implement? They will write down like this coding. They will write class A, okay, some code. Class B extends class A. Like this they will write in Java. Now, so class A has one functional one component is there. It can be anything. First name is there. Otherwise, class A has F1 functional component. Okay, this functional component can be directly accessed by class B. Class B can directly access. Okay, call F1, not call F1. Use F1. Use F1 directly. It can access F1 directly because it is a child. See, parent and child relationship, how it works in real world. Father has some property. Father has a child. Child can access father property, you know? That's possible. But legally, reverse is not possible. Generally, the same way how human life, human lifestyle, everything is designed. Same way, technology also getting evolved. So inheritance, the concept. So using which we should be able to access the functionalities of one class into another class. This is okay. But why inheritance concept should be there in the technology? That's the question. Why it should be there? You look at the real world. When you look at the real world, there is a need of accessing the functional features of one department by another department. Your technology should support the real world, you know. To achieve it, inheritance concept has been introduced. Otherwise, inheritance is not required. Okay, everyone understand? It's not simply about what is inheritance. It's also about, you have to know about why the technology has the concept called as inheritance. So inheritance is acquiring properties from parent to child. This is a normal definition point of view. But why we need inheritance? It's not, you should not say simply we want to access the features of one class to another class, that's why we need inheritance. Why you should access the features of one class to another class? If I ask you that, what do you say? Look at the real world. Look at the real world. In the real world, the business setup is like this, where a department have to be accessible to another department. So that's what we want to achieve in the technology. Each department we are setting up like a class. So we want to access the features of one class to another class as one department to another department. So bring inheritance concept and do it, then it will work out. It is going to replicate the real world behavior. Understand clear? So this is the reason why you need inheritance. I just told you simply what is inheritance and why we need it. See, if class C extends class A, extends class B, So if class C extends class B, suppose here A is parent of B, right? A is parent of B. This is additional point. Whereas
And B is parent of C.
parent of C. Now, additionally,
A
A is also parent of
of
C.
C.
Parent of parent is parent. Parent of parent is also parent to bottom level. Parent to, you need to remember this. That means if B can access the features of A, and if C can access the features of B, C can also access the features of A. Parent of parent is also parent. Father property son can access. Son can also access grandfather property. He can also access his grandfather property, like that chain. Okay, this is object-oriented programming system. Same we need to look into Pega, how they implemented. In Pega, they should have implemented this, no? How they have implemented and all we need to learn. So look at here now. What did you discuss? Encapsulation, class, basic concept of inheritance I told you. So next we need to look at types of classes, and then while discussing about types of classes, again inheritance in combination with inheritance only we will discuss. And then come to Pega and discuss about inheritance in Pega. Then we can start creating business functional components like UI, business logic, database. Okay, so that's it for now. I will be sharing this theory class document, I mean class running notes document. Today we discussed about two different things. One is application to application relation, built on application relation. Where is it defined? You have taken some time and then we discussed about that. You have to be on note, please. Okay, and the next point we discussed about is object-oriented programming concept, because while we are practically working on any requirement, we need to keep these concepts in mind, and we have to accordingly find out what is the most appropriate class to place the functional component. Understand? So while listening and going through it, it may sound simple and it may be understandably easy. Okay, of course it is easy, but while you are going with practical hands-on, now a question will come to your mind: class A or class B, where should I place? That's the main point of learning. How do you know class A or class B? You need to know business, entire business. So learn the business, understand the concepts, then apply these concepts on the business while you are practically implementing it. Okay, so we will see slowly one by one. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you for joining, everyone. You can wind up for today. I'll be sharing these documents after some time.